Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AAPL, Apple. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Before I get started, from a disclosure standpoint, I do own Apple shares from the long side in my retirement account, so just keep that in mind as I go through the analysis. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several weeks worth of time, it's just the past 3 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And this is definitely, a shorter term type time frame. So, whether you're a day trader or swing trader, but I mean, if you're looking for some sort of, well, tell me how to approach this because I want to hold for the next 20 years, that's not what this is about. This is more so geared towards a trader, not really an investor. So from that perspective, what immediately stood out as far as kind of the short-term pattern here is, let's get these lines in place. Whoops, let's change that around. There we go. So we have this portion of the pattern right here, and then we have this portion right there. And in technical charts, we would call that a rising wedge, which sounds bullish, but it's actually a bearish pattern. So rising wedge is falling. So in the short term, over the next few days, next week, it would not be shocking at all to see the price, eventually, pull back here as, it's made a big move. So, I mean, to talk pullback is not really revolutionary. It's not really a gutsy call. But, I mean, it's not shocking to see that a rising wedge has formed. So, yeah, a pullback would not be shocking at all, if the price does drop below that lower portion of the trend line right there. So that's why I want to focus on some of these areas of support. In the event that the price does pull back, which is looking like will likely happen. And the first level of support that I'm very curious to see, how the price acts around is right here at 205.50. The reason for that is you go back and you look at the past history of the chart, and you can see both there and then right there that level did a good job of holding that support. So, if 205 does not hold, I'm not saying the entire chart's ruined or anything like that, but, that would still, have the chart looking very, very powerful. In the event 205 does not hold and the chart, needs to take a bigger of a pullback, the next key overall level of support would be, the previous breakout point right down there around 201, give or take. I mean, we're talking about a $200 stock. So 201, give or take, 15, 20 cents would be that next overall level of support. As far as levels of resistance, I'm not going to really focus on that because, the whole premise right now is that it's looking like a pullback is coming. But, if the price can actually push through this upper portion of the trend line, then that would just be a blue sky breakout because Apple's, obviously at all-time highs. So we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, if I, in my approach next week will be more so bearish in the sense of it's looking like this needs to pull back with the rising wedge. But no such thing as a guarantee in the market. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.